Well, Chesapeake Energy Corporation CEO and co-founder Aubrey McClendon is set to leave Chesapeake April 1st. Now, SandRidge Energy Inc's newly expanded board is conducting an internal review over whether to keep CEO Tom Ward. Energy editor for the Oklahoman, Adam Wilmoth, is here to explain how these changes might affect the Oklahoma City community. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So thousands of jobs and millions have been spent on various charities in Oklahoma City with the help from both of these CEOs. What kind of changes could happen if and when both CEOs step down?
Well, I think what we're facing right now is a lot of uncertainty. People don't know. I think it's hard to tell until the new CEOs, at least at Chesapeake. I wouldn't expect any changes until the new CEO is in place and they put together a new direction together. At SandRidge, there's even more uncertainty. We don't know if Tom Ward's going to stay. He'll be there probably for at least through June, and he may stay on, and they may continue as they are. Okay. There's just a lot of uncertainty there, but there is some concern within the community because those two individuals and those two companies have contributed so much to the community. And just in talking with some community leaders, they've said that some CEOs tend to encourage their companies to be more involved in the community than others, and both of these have been.
I know it. You're always seeing volunteers from Chesapeake or from SandRidge and things like that at different community efforts and different events. So it's interesting to see. Obviously, you even said in your article that it looks like they are at Chesapeake for sure cutting down in 2013, 2014, 2015. But we don't know if that means financial or if that means community involvement.
That's exactly right. They are cutting down on their financial budget. But the way they've described it, they've got a pretty big pot that covers all their charitable givings, all their trade organizations, all their lobbying efforts, and that pot is going to get smaller. But that does not necessarily mean the amount they contribute to Oklahoma City charitable organizations is going to change.
Gotcha.
That could we just don't know. Again, we just don't know. A lot of that will be the new CEO will decide that. Yeah. But that could be they just cut back on their lobbying. That could be if they focus on fewer areas, then maybe they'll withdraw from some other areas, and then they wouldn't be involved in the Chamber of Commerce in that community. Right. But my guess is that they still, as their headquarters here, they still will be involved to a large extent.
Exactly. And like you said, Chesapeake has a new CEO coming aboard. Do we know anything about him?
Not much. There's not been a whole lot out there.
Okay.
Aubrey's last day is Friday. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a new CEO named and in place this week before that goes out. But
wow. Okay.
We'll have to see. I don't know.
Right. Now, what are other community leaders saying about these changes?
Well, I think we're getting a mix. I think that they're just with any uncertainty, there is some concern. From some of the charitable organizations that these companies have supported, there's some concern that could change. But others just point out that the companies will still, as long as the companies are headquartered here, they're probably going to be involved for a while. They're probably going to still contribute. And then whatever happens with Aubrey McClendon and Tom Ward, they've both individually been involved in the community, and wherever they go, if they go, they could continue to be involved in the future.
Right. Yeah, and Mick Cornett, I believe, was quoted in your article as saying any type of change is cause for concern for a lot of people, but we just don't know. It's hard to speculate.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously that wasn't a direct quote. I kind of made that my own. So now, do you know anything about both McClendon and Ward's future plans?
We know a little. We do know that Aubrey McClendon has formed a new company, Arcadia Capital. He has leased some space at the Harvey Parkway building. We don't really know what his plans are. He's got a lot of other interests. I mean, he's still involved with the Pops restaurant. He's got a lot of real estate development. So he does have a non-compete clause that seems to be fairly tied to land development with natural gas leases.
Gotcha.
But we're not real sure what he has planned. Okay. And then with Tom Ward, he is at this point he's still at SandRidge and again could stay there. We just don't know. But we do know that last week he sold about $20 million worth of stock, and could be planning something with that. We don't know.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, and there's a lot more information about this, so you can find out more details about the departure and future of both these CEOs and the companies in Adam's article online at newsok.com and in the Oklahoman. Thank you so much.
Thank you.